You've probably heard of the book Think and Grow Rich. For decades, it's been a go-to for anyone chasing success. But here's the thing. Napoleon Hill built the entire book around a single, powerful secret. A secret he never actually spells out. So today, we're going to play detective. We're going to follow the clues he left behind and uncover that secret for ourselves.
So, where did this all come from? Well, the story goes that the famous industrialist Andrew Carnegie gave a young Napoleon Hill a mission: spend the next 20-plus years studying the world's most successful people. Carnegie was convinced they all shared a common philosophy, a secret sauce, and he wanted Hill to bottle it up and share it with everyone.
But here's the catch. Hill never just comes out and says it. He believed the secret was way more powerful if you discovered it on your own. But he left a trail of breadcrumbs. And by piecing those clues together, we can absolutely solve the puzzle. So what is it? And just look at the people who are supposedly in on this secret. We're talking about the heavy hitters, the absolute titans of industry, invention, and even politics. I mean, think about that for a second. These guys didn't just make a lot of money, they literally built the modern world we live in. So this secret wasn't some fluffy theory. It was a practical tool used by the people who shaped the 20th century.
All right, our first big clue. It comes from one of the most famous stories in the entire book. It's a parable that really lays the foundation for one of the secret's most important pillars.
Can you even imagine this? R.U. Darby and his uncle strike gold. They're ecstatic. But then the vein disappears. And they quit. They just give up and sell all their equipment to a junkman. Well, that junkman was smart enough to hire an expert, an engineer, who found the gold vein just 3 feet from where the Darbys stopped digging. 3 feet! It was $1 million mistake, not because of bad luck, but because they just stopped.
But here's where the story gets really good. Darby didn't just cry about his mistake. He learned from it. He said he turned his quitability into stickability. He went on to become one of the top insurance salesmen in the country, all because he made a vow. I will never stop because men say no. He always remembered he could be just 3 feet from gold. And that brings us to the first piece of the secret.
So here's the first major takeaway. It all begins with desire. And we're not talking about a casual wish like, oh, it'd be nice to have more money. No. Hill is talking about a white-hot, burning, all-consuming obsession. It's knowing exactly what you want with so much passion that you're willing to push through anything, just like Darby learned to do.
Okay, let's grab our second clue. This one is all about the most powerful tool you have in your entire arsenal, your own mind.
Hill was so incredibly clear about this. Your thoughts are the one and only thing in the entire universe that you have complete and total control over. That's it. And that's the whole foundation of his philosophy. If you can control your thoughts, you can control your destiny. Period. Now, this is a huge concept, so stick with me. Hill says, thoughts are things. They aren't just little sparks in your brain, they're real, tangible forces. And faith, he says faith is like the chemist of the mind. It's the active ingredient that takes your burning desire, mixes it with your thoughts, and gives it the power to become a physical reality.
I know, the power of faith can sound a little abstract, so let's look at a real-world, mind-blowing example of what this looks like in action. Take a look at this number, 200 million. What on earth could that possibly be?
That's how many people Mahatma Gandhi inspired to act as one. He didn't have an army, he didn't have weapons. All he had was an unshakable faith in his idea, and he was able to transplant that faith into the minds of 200 million people. It's proof that a mind driven by faith can be more powerful than any physical force on the planet.
Okay, so we've got desire, we've got faith, but that's not quite enough. You can't just sit on your couch and wish for $1 million to appear. To get from the world of thoughts to the world of actual riches, you need a bridge. You need a plan.
It's simple, really. A dream without a plan is just a wish. It's just floating around in your head with nowhere to go. Hill is adamant that you have to be the architect of your success. You have to build a concrete step-by-step roadmap from where you are right now to where you want to be.
And luckily, he doesn't just say, go make a plan. He gives us the exact recipe, a 6-step formula. You have to be specific, know the exact amount, know what you're giving in return. Nothing is free. Set a hard deadline, then create the actual plan. And this is key, start right away. Write it all down. And the final step is the real secret sauce.
Read it out loud twice a day until your subconscious mind fully believes it's already a done deal.
Okay, let's take a deep breath. We've gathered the clues. We have a burning desire, we have unwavering faith, and we have a definite plan, all powered by persistence. Now, it's time to put all the pieces together and finally unlock the secret Hill wanted us to find.
Just like Hill himself wrote, the secret will literally jump from the page and stand boldly before you, but only if you are ready for it. It's not some complicated algorithm. In fact, its power comes from how profoundly simple it is. Hill gives us one last hint before the big reveal. He says if you're truly ready for the secret, you already possess one half of it. So what does that mean? It means you already have the tool required to create anything you want.
And there it is. That's the secret. All achievement, all earned riches have their beginning in an idea. Think about it. Every single thing humanity has ever created, every fortune, every invention, every company, every skyscraper, it all started as a simple, invisible thought in someone's mind. The idea is the starting point of everything.
But you see, the idea alone isn't the entire secret. The idea is just the spark. The complete process, the full philosophy, is what makes it real. You start with a definite idea. You pour fuel on it with a burning desire. You protect it with unshakable faith. You build it a roadmap with a definite plan, and you never, ever give up on it thanks to persistence. That right there is the whole shebang.
Ultimately, what Hill is teaching us is a lesson in radical personal responsibility and power. The secret isn't about what's happening around you. It's about what's happening inside you. You have the power to choose your thoughts, to create your own ideas. And because of that, you are the architect of your own destiny.
So as we wrap this up, the real question isn't whether the secret works. The question is for you. That world-changing business you've been thinking about, that book you want to write, that life you're dreaming of. Right now, it exists only as an idea in your head. Are you ready to make it a reality?